All right, so let's chat a little bit about personal branding for your blog or YouTube channel, or just your website in general. So should you go in and just make it kind of all about you, like your name, your business, your.com, or should you do something a little more generic? What is the better approach? I have a lot of people that come to me that ask me, hey, well, I don't know whether I should go ahead and really focus on me, my personal brand, that's myself. So that's kind of my business. They want to make it about me. But when you really look at this on a strategic basis about building a business, whether it's a website, YouTube channel, anything really that you're trying to do and create to make some income on it, you have to think about it more at the end in mind. So if you think about it this way, you have to look at what's the exit strategy. Okay, so let's take a look at this. There's kind of four main ways a business can exit. I'm just going to simplify it down. Nothing too crazy here or scientific from the scholar's perspective. But a business can, number one, kind of fail or you die. Number two, it can go public. So this is another way that you can exit. So you basically create an IPO, going on the stock market and so forth, which is probably unlikely just because this is a blog business or maybe a YouTube channel. More than likely, it's not going to be an IPO. You could go ahead and sell it before you die or before it fails, or you could liquidate it. So, going at a business sale, that type of stuff. So you could liquidate the assets. So these are kind of the main ways to exit. I would say the best approach is probably sell it or do some kind of IPO. That would be fantastic. If it fails, that's not good. And if you die, that's probably not good. And if we liquidate it, well, you're probably failing it or you're moving on to something else. Maybe it's successful, but you're kind of liquidating it. So we want to eventually sell our business or go public. And with a lot of businesses, they don't go public. It's more than likely you're going to sell it. So if we're selling it and I go in and I have different domains like Kelly's Kitchen, and let's say I run a food store or recipe store or blog or business or a YouTube channel, this can make it a little more difficult for a buyer to choose the name, because now you look at kind of branding, just the way that things work and set up. They might say, that might not be a good thing. It's a little less generic, right? Because now it's kind of branded to maybe you if you're Kelly. Versus maybe something like Kitchen Craze. Now you have a better chance or opportunity to sell it. And if you sell it, now you can make some money out of it, right? Take a look at this, maybe Fast Frank. So if you're doing things with fitness, with running, maybe running and jogging kind of fitness stuff, Frank is very fast. So now you've branded it to you. Frank, maybe people don't like that. Now, if the name gets big enough, then in that case, that might be okay. But in general, I would rather choose something like Fast Fitness rather than Fast Frank. Think of all the other fitness things like Gold's Gym, which hasn't done so well lately, or Planet Fitness. You can see there's no CEO or person's name in there. It's a generic name. And that just makes more sense, because if they get bought out, sold, that kind of thing, it's the name is itself. That is the name. So it's not about you. It's about building a name for your business. So it doesn't matter what you really call your business. It's just you're building a name and reputation for you. So that's what I wanted to share with you, is that you really got to start thinking a lot more about, hey, what about the business? The business has its own name. It's like your baby. You go ahead, you have a baby, you name it. And now you got a business, you name it. That way you can sell it. And now you can do something with it. You can go public, you can sell it, people know it on its own entity. It doesn't mean you have to legally have it as a corporation. It could just still be a sole proprietorship or whatever the case is legally wise. But as far as the name itself and how you're branding things, I think the personal route is more of a ego thing, or maybe you're just new, you're not sure what to do because it's the service that you offer. You're kind of your solopreneur, you're doing things on your own, and that's fine. I did that in the past myself, sold off some of those businesses and closed some of them down over time. But nowadays, I would much rather have something that's just, hey, that's its own name. So if you look at just some of the entities that I have, here is Backstage Income. That's kind of on its own. I also have some other divisions where we offer services like, my team and teammates We offer services for other people like Video Acorn, Podcast Color, 5-star author. So, the orders come in and then the team gets some extra additional work when I kind of don't need them or when they're a little more relaxed. If you look at my other website business, we've got Traders Fly. So again, it's kind of its own entity. Yes, maybe I make 99% of the video and content and so forth, but this is kind of its own entity or its own name. It's kind of made to be that way. So that way, hey, if something decide to sell it eventually one day, well, people can just rebrand it. It's still Traders Fly. They might just rebrand it to their own face, name, or whatever. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you to give you some insight. Feel free to grab some of the great freebies we have on our website at Backstage Income. There's a lot of great, cool stuff here. You just download all of them. You don't have to click each individual one. No matter which one you can get all of the freebies all at once and just start reading, enjoying, and gathering more insight to growing your business, YouTube channel, life, and some side income. So thanks for joining me. Grab those freebies by clicking the link right over here. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're brand new and see some more great videos. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next episode.